If you're an accountant or CPA and you're still tracking deadlines, client requests, and engagements across spreadsheets, email threads, and disconnected tools, this video is for you. Over the last few years, we work with hundreds of accounting firms, and the pattern is always the same. Missed deadlines, last-minute fire drills, no real visibility into workload, and no reliable way to measure profitability per client or management. The problem isn't your team, it's the system. Most accounting software is excellent at tracking numbers, but terrible at managing people, processes, and work. And that's where firms start breaking as they grow. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact framework we use to help accounting firms track everything: clients, engagements, deadlines, documents, workload, and real performance data without relying on 15 different tools or massive spreadsheets. Here are the biggest issues that we constantly see inside accounting firms. Deadlines are tracked manually, and nothing truly alerts the team before it's too late. Client requests live in emails instead of a system. Partners can't see capacity or workload in real time. Engagement profitability is a guess, not a number. Onboarding new clients feels chaotic, and reporting takes longer than the work itself. If any of that sounds familiar, keep watching because this is exactly what we designed the system to fix. What accounting firms actually need is not another tool, they need an operating system for the firm. A place where every client, every engagement, every document, every deadline, and every task is connected. And more importantly, a system that gives you answers, not just data. At a minimum, a modern accounting firm needs visibility into 5 things: client and contact relationships, engagements and services being delivered, deadlines, filings, and recurring compliance work, team workload and capacity, performance data, time revenue, and profitability. So before I show you the system, I want you to think about one question. If a prospect became a client today, could you confidently say that nothing would fall through the cracks? No missed follow-ups, no onboarding delays, and no confusion internally. I want to start off where things begin, which is leads, before someone becomes a client. This is where most accounting firms already struggle, not because they don't get leads, but because they can't see them properly. In most firms, lead information is spread across inboxes, notes, spreadsheets, and someone's memory. So this is why we've created the lead submission form. You can embed this form within your website or any type of marketing material, and a prospect can fill it in. Once they do that, all of their information will automatically be populated within your Monday account. So here, every prospect has context: where they came from, what industry they're in, how big the company is, what services they're interested in, how strong an opportunity this actually is. That means no guessing, no digging, and no chasing information. When this information doesn't exist in one place, firms don't lose leads, they lose clarity. Most CRMs stop at lead and won. But accounting firms don't work like sales teams. You have conversations, reviews, follow-ups, and internal decisions happening at the same time. So each stage here has one critical question: who needs attention today? What's waiting on the client? What's waiting on us? And what's the risk of going cold? Without this, partners are consistently asking the team for updates, and that's a symptom of a broken system. Now, this is where most firms really get exposed. In many accounting firms, once a deal is closed, onboarding is manual. Someone has to remember to notify the team, someone has to create folders, someone has to kick off onboarding. And that's how clients feel uncertainty even before work starts. In this system, the moment a prospect becomes a client, they're automatically moved to the client accounts board. So just to give you guys an example, I'm going to hit, let's say, this new lead, Silverline. I contacted them. They're going to instantly go to contacted. From here, we can actually hit the discovery call qualification. We can see how they're moving down the sales pipeline. Then we can hit the proposal sent. And from here, something very important. If we go to the client onboarding board, we can see that they are not currently in here. Once we go back to leads, let's say after the proposal, we actually won this person. And we can go to the client onboarding, and we can see that they were automatically added, and we can actually start the onboarding as soon as possible, and we can auto assign someone to take care of the onboarding process. This is critical. Accountants care about professionalism. This isn't just operational efficiency. This directly affects how professionalism in your firm feels to new clients. When onboarding is immediate, structured, and consistent, clients feel confident. And confident clients trust the firm more, respond faster, and stay longer. When everything lives in one system like this, partners know exactly what's happening, teams know exactly what to work on, and the growth becomes controlled instead of chaotic. This is what allows firms to actually scale without adding unnecessary stress. Most accounting firms don't have a pipeline problem or a workload problem, they have a visibility problem. And once you fix visibility, everything else gets easier. So once a prospect becomes a client, this is where most accounting firms lose visibility. They know who their clients are, but not where they are in their life cycle, what services they're on, and what requires attention right now. This board solves that. At a glance, you can see exactly how many clients we have, and more importantly, what stage a client is in. This group shows every client who has signed, paid, and is ready for onboarding, no emails to search, no Slack messages to chase, and no guessing who's waiting. Without this view, onboarding becomes reactive, and that's where the firms look disorganized to new clients. The status column isn't cosmetic, it's operational control. Every client has a clear state. So for example, ready for onboarding, create QuickBooks account, activate account, deactivate account. We can highly customize this based on your processes and what the person actually needs. Instead of guessing what services clients are on, each engagement is clearly defined. Audit, tax, bookkeeping, CFO advisory, along with the actual fee. That means partners can finally answer what we're delivering, what we're earning, and where our time is actually going. Most firms only see revenue at the firm level, not by engagement. That's how unprofitable work hides in plain sight. Ultimately, this is what allows firms to answer questions without meetings, spreadsheets, or back and forths. Once a firm gets past the sales stage, the real risk begins, not signing clients, but managing them properly. This is why we have the engagement portfolio. Most accounting firms don't have a real-time view of their client base. They think that they do, but the information is scattered across folders, CRMs, practice management tools, and people's heads. This is why we've created the engagement portfolio board, which currently has pending, scheduled, working, finalizing, closed, and canceled. This section alone solves one of the most common issues that we see in accounting firms, forgetting or delaying onboarding. This is where firms gain real clarity. Each client is tied to exactly what services they're receiving: audit, tax, bookkeeping, advisory, and nothing is assumed. We also have a valuable automation here. Let's say if Prime Property Rentals becomes our client, they've paid. Now I can just come to the status column and click Generate Procedures. Now what this is going to do, it's going to automatically create these sub-tasks. We can see them starting to populate: sub-item 1, 2, 3, and so on. We currently have 30 sub-items that are automatically populated. As we can see, administrative tasks, planning, lead sheet preparation, bank confirmation, and so on. This also allows us to trigger an automation to start tracking time. Now, this is extremely powerful. Why? Because we can actually sit down with our team and say, okay, it took us exactly X amount of hours to deliver each task. And then we can also have this capability, which is, if we scroll right, we have the estimated hours, the actual hours, total engagement, and the actual dollar amount, which allows us to also create a QuickBooks integration and automatically send an invoice, pulling the information from Monday, which will automatically send the invoice to the proper person and notify us once that is paid. Without this, firms can't measure profitability. You can't improve margins if revenue is disconnected from the client record. If revenue isn't visible at a client level, decisions are based on gut feeling, not data. What makes this system different is that nothing lives in isolation. Clients are linked back to where they came from, their original lead, the service interest, and the onboarding workflow. That means no duplicate data, no version conflicts, and no re-entering information when a prospect becomes a client. Once clients are active, leadership can instantly answer questions like how many active clients do we have, who are our largest accounts, and where is our revenue concentrated. And most importantly, nothing is hidden. As you can see, we can create custom dashboards, pending engagements, scheduling engagements. Also, the more people that we connect to this board, we can see a nice workload measurement as well. You can also see that we have a lot of ways to actually review this data and customize it based on your KPIs. A firm that knows exactly who its clients are, what they're receiving, and where they're in the life cycle will always outperform a firm that doesn't, even if both have the same technical skills. If you're interested in seeing this solution in more depth, feel free to contact us. We would love to tailor it to your specific processes so you can see exactly how we can get you from point A to point B successfully. I hope this video was informative and it actually helped you. Happy holidays and speak to you soon.